Hello everyone and welcome back to Gothic Gaming. Today we are going to take a look at Elex II. This sequel to Elex promises to take you on a science fantasy journey in an open world with classical RPG features that we all love from Piranha Bytes. Elex II is available on Steam for €49.99, your regional equivalent. After 5 years, we finally get the successor to the innovative RPG Elex from the now legendary German studio Piranha Bytes. Sadly, the original Elex was full of technical problems. So, let's see if Jax, the hero of the first installment who saved the planet of Magellan but decided to go live his half-destroyed life and start a family, as all the factions have forgotten him and his warnings can have fewer problems this time. Sadly, Jax was right. One day, a strange purple meteorite hits his home, from which an army of purple aliens spew out with a singular goal: to terraform, or perhaps alien farm, Magellan so they can settle there. Thus, you have no choice but to become the hero again. But before you get rid of the aliens, you first need to make sure all the factions will cooperate. And while you won't really need to know the original Elex, it will be more than useful. Piranha Bytes skimmed on getting new players into the story just as they skimmed on the tutorial, so unless you know Piranha Bytes games, you will feel lost quite often. But if you do know how Piranha Bytes make their games, you will be greeted with a full open world experience straight from the very start. And since you'll also be getting a jetpack, you can go truly anywhere, and verticality doesn't matter. And it's nice that you can just move through Magellan without any loading screens. But the rest just seems to be a bit too old school. But let's face it, that's just Piranha Bytes' target audience. People who loved RPGs about 10 to 15 years ago. So get ready to do a lot of questions for reputation with all the factions, but do not expect to see innovative combat here. It's just a bit of shooting and smashing without your stamina being the only limiting factor. Elex II just feels like something that came from 15 years ago. But this was okayish with the first Elex, as Piranha Bytes were trying something new. But 5 years later, even I, who just finished the full Gothic series again just a month ago, I don't want to look at awful character models, deal with crashes and bugs, and these aren't even solved after several patches. I really feel like Piranha Bytes need to get a partner studio that will do the technical side of things for them, because they're amazing at creating worlds and stories you want to explore. But only until you have to deal with the bugs. The models feel old, the animations are laughable, and the game just feels like it was created for the few fans that are still loyal. And honestly, I am actually one of them. I actually enjoyed playing Elex II. But if I tried to tell my girlfriend who loved The Witcher or Skyrim to play, she would stop in about an hour. And that's the real problem. While you can easily spend 50 to 60 hours of gameplay, and fans of Gothic will find all the stuff they loved here, but all just feels like nothing has changed since Gothic 2. Fights feel the same, even the story and quests feel like they're all repeating. If the world of Elex speaks to you, it isn't bad per se. It's a bit of a spiritual successor to Gothic, and Gothic was amazing. But before you venture into Elex II, be sure to play the first one, and be ready to play like you played at least 10 years ago. But for the majority of players, picking up a more modern RPG will most likely be more fun. And maybe, in a few years, after the community releases community patches, even Elex II will be good enough on a technical level that everyone will be able to enjoy it.